Welcome to Paws, Parks and Provisions, where we chat about parks, paw-friendly camps and hikes, and what's needed for our trips. I'm Dublin, and I'm here with Chester.
Thanks, Dublin. Let's get the show started.
Shovelin, the floor is compromised. One dog shook inside the doorway. The leash dragged through the pantry zone, and the burr we found on the trail has vanished.
Where did you last see the burr?
Near the food bin, or the sofa, or possibly attached to my dignity, and now every paw print is pointing toward the bed.
Then we stop the parade at the door. Welcome to Paws, Parks and Provisions, the ultimate roadmap for adventuring across the US with your dogs. I'm Dublin, and I'm here with my grandson Chester. Today we're making a small, repeatable space between the trail and the RV, so the mess gets handled before it becomes housekeeping.
A canine airlock. 3 minutes between beautiful trail memories and total interior contamination.
Exactly. And it doesn't require a fancy station. Start with a washable mat, 2 towels, a small rinse bottle, waste bags, a brush, and a separate place for dirty gear.
Under the awning, I assume. Unless the wind is launching rain sideways and turning the mat into a muddy accordion.
Because I have conducted reconnaissance in conditions where the nearest dry patch was behind the tire, the leash was 6 feet long, and one neighbor's picnic table became part of my perimeter.
And that is why parking matters. Choose the shortest stable route from the trail back to your own door, away from another campsite's entrance. Put the mat under cover when you can, but don't block a walkway. And don't let muddy runoff travel into someone else's space.
So the cleanup begins before the hike ends.
Right. Keep clean towels in a dry bin near the door. Put the used towel straight into a washable dirty bag. Hang the leash on a hook or clip instead of dropping it on a chair. Check the map, Chester. Your route should be simple enough to follow when everyone is wet and tired.
Let me test this. Dog on the mat, rinse bottle ready, 1 paw at a time, then towel, brush, and inside?
Yes, but gently. A soft stream between the pads, or just a damp cloth if water is limited. Feel for grit and check the fur for burrs. Don't scrub a wet coat hard. And don't drag a burr across the skin.
I have a faster proposal. 1 deluxe campground dog tunnel. 1 powerful rinse, 0 mud.
No, Chester. Speed is not the priority if the dog is frightened, the paws are sensitive, or the runoff reaches the next site.
It would be efficient. 1 pass, 0 mud.
Calm first. Practice the paw touch at home with treats. Stop if the dog shows distress and use designated wash areas when the campground provides them. Clean is useful. Calm is essential.
Fair correction. I was optimizing the footprint and forgot the occupant. Premium paw service now means patience.
That's the important part. In cold weather, keep the check brief and dry thoroughly. For a nervous dog, do fewer steps. For an owner who can't bend easily, raise the supplies on a stable low table and use a non-slip mat. Never trade the dog's stability for convenience.
What about the tiny campsite with no awning, 3 friendly neighbors, and a dog who thinks greeting everyone is mission critical?
Use the smallest safe footprint beside your own vehicle. Keep the dog leashed. Finish the paw check before greetings, and use a damp cloth instead of pouring water onto the ground. The neighbors will appreciate a clean, contained routine.
We also tested a compact paw cleaning kit. It kept the bottle, brush, and dirty bag together, and the mat folded neatly. But the tiny rinse cup was useless for a long-haired dog. It held enough water for 1 heroic paw and a half.
So the kit solves storage, not every cleaning problem. If it helps you stay organized, grand. Otherwise, a household mat, 2 towels, a rinse bottle, bags, and a small bin will do the job. Keep the rig moving smoothly with what you already own.
All right, live arrival. I step onto the mat, leave the leash loose, open the storage compartment, grab the towel, and
Leash on the hook first. Not the chair. Now the dog stays on the mat. One paw, then the next. Good. The wet towel goes in the dirty bag. The brush returns to the dry bin. And only then do we cross the threshold.
I see the problem. I tried to perform the whole operation while carrying the mess. The leash is secure, the floor is safe, and the suspicious burr is attached to the leash, not the pantry.
That is the 3-minute reset. Secure the leash, inspect paws and fur, dry the dog, contain the used gear, wipe the mat and threshold, then go inside. If you always follow the same order, arrival stays small instead of becoming a full campsite project.
Minimum setup: washable surface, 2 towels, rinse bottle, bags, brush, and a dirty gear container. Rainy day upgrade: cover, spare dry towel, and a mat that doesn't slide. My final question is crucial. Where do the jerky treats go?
In a clean, sealed container, far from muddy paws. Fresh water and a clear trail chester. No need to spin your wheels.
Consistency, the least glamorous superpower in the national park system. But if your setup survives rain, burrs, and one overconfident leash, share it with us.
Follow Paws, Parks and Provisions on social media and tell us about the smallest paw lock that actually works for you. That wraps up another field-tested breakdown. Remember to secure your rig tie-outs and keep those tails wagging. We'll see you at the next campsite.
Thanks for joining us on this episode of Paws, Parks and Provisions. Remember to hit like or subscribe, or whatever button you need to hit to keep getting our episodes. And share with your friends.